Good evening, guys. Good evening, YouTube. How are you? It's Saturday here, very late, almost midnight, and I have some charts for you from this weekend here. Even though it has been a little bit, you can say, dull because the American and Canadians are, Thanksgiving, the holidays, all that good stuff. So you can clearly see that the traffic is a little bit more to the low side. But hey, I have some stocks here or some charts that we should definitely dive into to see what people have to say. Um, so yeah, again, guys, please like and subscribe on the YouTube and on X if you are there. Look me up, and if you want the more detailed stuff, it is at the use link INV, on SOXX here, daily charts, stock picks, all that good stuff. So yeah, um, let's have a look-see here again. A little bit old here, 4 days, but again, I think it's okay. I think it still proves that you can see here that the volume is ticking in here for the Invesco DB Agriculture Fund, and you have basically what looks like to be a roughly a 1 year cup and handle. You can see the rally here, cup then handle. So the agriculture above like 27 here roughly is looking really strong, for a big move higher into the 30s. So yeah, that could definitely be some investments there, in the near future. Um, this is Jake here. I want to say here that again, nope, don't do that. Anywho, we have to look at it from here. Um, so we have Jake here with Bitcoin. Bitcoin bouncing up at the top volume shelf. You can see it here, the top one here, and now it came down to the next one here where you have volume. Again, volume. These shelves or is resistance until proven other. Excuse me, support until proven otherwise. So Bitcoin is holding up nicely still, though. Just before 1K here. So 100K, excuse me. There it is. There it is. Sorry, guys. DXY, the USD, still minching within that range I showed prior, and still and scone with this DN, the downtrend channel here, holding the 12 and 20 moving average. So you can see here that the Dixie is coming to a point where either you're gonna have a big move, a massive rally, um, basically clearing this little cup here, going higher, or you will see the collapse. It sounds obvious, right? Either you go up or down, but sometimes you get into parts of the chart where the direction that it chooses to go will be a big one. Look at this sideways action here, 1 year. Again, you have basically the pricing here is within like 100 and 107 for a year. That's a lot of compression, a lot of energy being built up. So either way we break, it's going to be a big move for the dollar, a big, big, big move. Jake here again with the SPCE. Again, this volume shelf here. Again, he's really good at these volume shelves. So you can see here, if we start to tick up, basically getting above like 8 here, again, you should have a move, potentially all the way to like 17 here, the low from here, right? You can have a move to the upside, or maybe it stalls a little bit here first at 14. But again, volume shelf, sideways action. Obviously, if you break down again, that is very bad because then you have a move down, sideways, continuation. But again, volume, these shelves here, if they are pretty cool to spot these areas where or prices where people are buying. So Francis Hunt here, the crypto sniper, a guy that I admire a lot here. Algorand was a top river today. XRP made us smile again. Have a good weekend, friends. His Hunt volatility funnel here, breaking to the upside, hitting the target and beyond. So again, this is a short-term trade. You can see this consolidation here is like 1 week, and then when it finally shows its direction, you have the stop loss here, you have the entry there. Again, you sniped it again, given the name, beautifully low risk, high reward. Yeah, Francis is really good at his craftsmanship in trading for sure. He's really good. The swing trader MSTR, that is MicroStrategy, will be under $100 in 2025. So He's basically saying here that in 2025 we're going to get below, this bull flag, the low side of that bull flag. We will get below there. Interesting take here, but again, we are getting a little bit stretched here in the short. Basically going straight up vertically for like a few months here. That's pretty amazing. Squeaky mouse here with silver. Again, this is a not a log scale. This is nominal. Silver may be just the most bullet chart of all time. Definitely, again, this is a very long time frame chart. You're talking 50 years, and these charts they take time to play out. Major cup and handle. It is a lot more visible on the log scale, but yeah, silver just have a much higher target. But again, it takes a lot of time to get there due to the longevity of that chart, really. But again, yeah, silver looks really, really strong on the very long time frames. Very frustrating short term, but long term, really good. The US dollar index here on the weekly log scale from Patrick. US dollar, will the backtest hold? So as I've also been showing on both X and on the Substack, is that if you connect the highs here wick to wick, you're basically testing as we speak. So if this is a false breakdown, you're getting back into the wedge, you test it, you break out, you're testing again. If this confirms, the dollar could be in for a move all the way up to the highs from up here to like 112, 114, 115. That's going to be one hell of a move, right? Again, we are now at 1.6 here, 1.5, and they moved to like 114. You're talking again from 1.5 to 114. You're talking 10, right? That is a major move when it comes to forex. In the value that is basically moving into the USD. That is just, again, the bond market is by far the biggest. So BRKB, that is Berkshire Hathaway. Again, just trending higher, trending higher. I firmly believe that if you buy, every 20% dip that you see, maybe 15, 20 might be a little bit of a stretch, but whenever this stock here is down 15%, you buy. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Will you see, bigger pullbacks along the way? Yeah, but then you just, again, every month you just add in, and you should be doing really well. If you look at a chart of the past 40 years, I mean, come on, it's incredible, or 20 years, or how long it goes back. Jake, Baba, I do believe that Chinese stocks, if you look at the HSI, breakout retesting as we speak. You have JD, you have what else do we have? I can't remember here on top of my head, but again, you have a lot of Chinese stocks that looks really poised for a big move. And Baba is definitely one of them. You can see here connecting the highs here to there to here. You're basically having a bull flag retest. If this moves high again, you can buy it here. Clearly, you have a green candle here. You can buy it with a stop loss below, and you should actually have a lot more upside than again the risk reward right here for Chinese stocks looks good. Charting cycles, KRE, that's the I think the regional banking, yeah, the regional banking ETF with a bearish weekly. So you can see here you're getting a little bit of an exhaustion here, but I also personally turned really bullish on the banking at the break here. If you connect the highs to this little shoulder here all the way down, again, ever since it broke like 50 here, we are now at like 70. So you're up like 40% in half a year. That's beautiful. So banking still looking strong. Short term, maybe not, but still grinding it out. Pretty cool. Trend spotter here with Microsoft has been coiling around its 200-day moving average for months now. So again, this one goes back to June. Beautiful wedge pattern with the, again, moving average coming up. Which way will it be? Break to the upside is obviously where the bulls want to be. You could also argue that this looks maybe a little bit like a bear flag until proven otherwise, because you can see it's the momentum down here. The bulls can't really, do a similar move to the upside here, trying to, but yeah, the wedge pattern is the one to look for the direction. That Apple chart, weekly chart though, could it be more obvious? So you rally, You make a high here, again you start to come down, tag, you have a cup and handle here, beautiful, with a ceiling at roughly 138 roughly, right? It looks like it wants to continue to the upside, as also mentioned down here. This is not a technical chart by any means, but again, crude oil seasonality should end here in December, um, and then start a huge rally into the first half of 2025. Maybe. My good man Patrick Karim here he has some amazing long-term charts with different indicators, different views, ratios. Long-term is definitely his strong side in my opinion. He's really cool. In this case here, he has his famous SPX divided by gold. And what he's trying to show you here is that actually we could be at the fourth. Anyway, let's just read what he says. This very rare moment only happened 3 times previously in the past 140 years. Bookmark this chart as it is one of the most important macro cycle charts out there. I agree. Great statement. SPX priced in gold, 7-year rate of change is giving a very clear indication that a precious metals bull era can embark. So look at the breakdowns here, by the way, starting to come down. That is when gold really started to do its thing here. And the 7-year rate of change, you can see whenever we start to go negative, like, yeah, negative, ooh, negative here, is the beginning of the next bull market for gold. This was, in 2003, and gold did really well to 2011. Over here, the topping breaking down, that is, in early 1970s, gold did like, how much did it? 20x? Yeah, roughly. And then you have here back, like 100 years ago, you had also a breakdown where gold started to do well. But yeah, fantastic long-term chart there. Last but not least, we have GDX Trader here with LAC. So that is the Lithium Americas Corporation. Nice little cup and handle there with the handle being a bull flag here, breaking his long-term trend line as well. So I do think that Lithium, also looking at the LIT chart, is definitely going to put in some gains here, I think, very shortly. So a nice little couple handle play within lithium, and I think the entire lithium sector is, as mentioned, in for a tiny little boost here over the next year or so. So again, if you are an X, follow these guys. As you can see, they have very different techniques, but they show, again, different things and in a different way. So really cool guys. Check them out, guys. Have a great Saturday evening or Sunday morning, depending. And we will see you tomorrow, guys. Have a great day.